When we talk about reconnecting the African diaspora, we're actually talking about stirring each other's up to love, to remember where we are coming from, to remember that we have an identity, to remember that we have a collective existence.
Reconnecting involves this multifaceted journey in my mind that encompasses a revival of the culture in its real and original and emotive form, and the historical awareness of why those were established.
As people of African descent, we could use storytelling to attune ourselves to the type of frequency we want to listen to, we want to connect to. Because we will say that is what makes sense to us more.
In Jamaica, if we say, and that is in our background as Africans, if we say as Maroons, me check for you, it simply means that I appreciate you, I view you very highly, and I think that you are worth my respect, my love, my loyalty, my commitment in any organization and in any industry. However, if I use the same word to say, me we check you, it simply means that I will be coming to visit. I will be spending some time with you. Or even if it is business, I will come back and do shopping at another day. If it is social, I am going to be visiting you at a particular time when we can socialize and have fun. I want to say that when we reconnect the diaspora through storytelling, we stir up each other to love, and we stir up each other to good works.
As people of African descent, we could use storytelling to attune ourselves to the type of frequency we want to listen to, we want to connect to. Because we will say that is what makes sense to us more, rather than all the billions of frequencies that are available to us. It's more like a soup that is boiling with different type of information. We need to choose the type of information that we want. And therefore, we need to attune ourselves to a certain type of frequency to be able to get that information. Otherwise, I am in Italy. How could you hear me talk and you are hearing me in the fraction of a second? It's because you have permitted yourself, or you have decided to connect to a certain frequency that allow us to communicate. This can be really powerful if we leverage it to our own advantage. That maybe millions of people in the diaspora decide to use this frequency to talk to ourselves and to talk about ourselves at this time. That can be really powerful. Now, before I pass the mic on to Dr. Mattia, Gloria, you were saying something in your language just now when you started, and I really think that is really powerful. Again, that is another frequency. Why don't we throw in some words in our language? That helps us to do a lot of things. First, it helps us to establish where are we coming from. It helps us to talk about the root. Because when we are talking of reconnecting the African diaspora, we're also talking about our root. Because where are we connecting into? We are connecting into ourselves. All of us are singular antenna. So these antenna are reflecting something. They are light that is helping somebody to remember, there is another antenna there in front of you, or by your left, or by your right, or at your back, that you can connect to. It's reflecting something. When you then speak, Now what I'm imagining is when I used to go to the farm with my elderly brothers and sister. Okay, I lost my father quite early, so I wouldn't say, okay, I accompany my father sometime. Maybe when you are in the forest, somebody will say, oh, that is how my father would then respond to, then they will talk among themselves, you see. Now I'm imagining that, looking at ourselves as antenna in this boiling soup of a society where we live in. Because when you have talked now, then I can know how to relate, whether I should be near to you or run away from you. Because whatever you say will help me to decode who you are. So talking a little bit about our language sometimes can be really very helpful here. So in my language, because we are in the period of feast and festivity, we will say always sena. It's a way to say welcome to the new year. Then you will respond with osenowe, meaning your head have reached the top of the pinnacle of the year. Then you sort of celebrate it with other people by greeting them, and they greet you back again, because it's always a give and take at the end of the day. So I really want to appreciate all of you for what we are sharing here, because I think it is important that we are connected, that we are sharing this moment together. So thank all of you for being here. All right, I pass the mic to Dr. Matsia. Please tell the people who you are, and please go on.
Good morning, everyone. I am enjoying the discussion so far. I want to say how good it feels to be among the experts and the scholars, Sister Gloria, Arthur, and John, Aaron, and Obehi. And here we have Alotunji. I am Dr. Marcia Thomas. I am a Christian empowerment leadership coach and a professional career coach. I am also a Christian leader. I am an author of several storybooks for children, which are literature, comprehension, and language arts, phonics books that talks about their own experiences and make them think critically and problem solve in those areas of writing, comprehension, and also in phonics and grammar. I have recently authored another book that is called A Leader Like You. And if you have not gotten it, I want to use a dialect that Jamaica says, half of your life gone, which simply means that you would be missing something. I also want to say that as I coach leaders, my emphasis this year is faithful leadership, how you remain relevant, exemplary, and integrate your faith into your assignments, your tasks, your career, your business. I focus on your mindset in relation to believing that your mindset must be your business strategy and your faith must be your armor. And so as I move through coaching and empowerment, I look at reconnection in a very powerful way. And this would be my connection in a powerful way.
Hello, and thank you for checking out this video. I'm Obehi Ewanfoh, the host of the African Diaspora Storytelling Series. Every 2 weeks, we meet up on LinkedIn to talk about different ways we can leverage the power of storytelling as people of African descent. Now, this is it. We are uniting the millions of Africans in the diaspora through the power of our story. It does sound like what you are interested in. Make sure to subscribe to this channel and share this video with your friends who might need it. Now, back to today's conversation.
In Jamaica, if we say, and that is in our background as Africans, if we say as Maroons, me check for you, it simply means that I appreciate you, I view you very highly, and I think that you are worth my respect, my love, my loyalty, my commitment in any organization and in any industry. However, if I use the same word to say, me we check you, it simply means that I will be coming to visit. I will be spending some time with you. Or even if it is business, I will come back and do shopping at another day. If it is social, I am going to be visiting you at a particular time when we can socialize and have fun. Or if it is just family members, it is saying, fine, I will visit you as soon as I can. And so today, as I look at reconnecting through the diaspora, I want us to look at the many ways that it means. And one of them, because I am a Christian and a Christian leadership coach, and so my paradigm is rested in that area, I want to say that when we reconnect the diaspora through storytelling, we stir up each other to love. And we stir up each other to good works. And we stir up each other not to neglect ourselves, our culture, our history. We encourage one another to make sure that what we hold dear, what has marked us out, what has identified and distinguished us as peculiar people, is held firm and we are not distracted. When we reconnect, we have unity of mind and we remember our purpose. We have compassion and we have sympathy for each other, and we have tender love and an open and humble mind. And we have a Bible scripture that also says that love covers a multitude of sins. When we reconnect through storytelling, we get such a deep understanding that we want to reach out to each other, protect and cover each other. And we want to carry those who are fumbling in darkness into light. That is very important for the African diaspora because of the fractions and the fractures and the displacement that has occurred over time, voluntarily and involuntarily, because some of us were forced out, just like my ancestors, they were forced out, and then some were forced in. So where they relocated, we were forced to take our place there and put down roots there and establish new foundations that make our original foundations very misty, very unclear, and we have not gotten enough to cement it. And so reconnecting involves this multifaceted journey in my mind that encompasses a revival of the culture in its real and original and emotive form, and the historical awareness of why those were established, the blood and sweat that established it, the community that was built and dismantled, and the empowerment of a people that needs to reconcile themselves with their history, their identity, their roots. And so it offers this ongoing exploration of our identity and our heritage, and make us honor ourselves because of who we are, honor those who are connected to us and who have shaped our past and is now shaping our future, even absent, and empowers us to face anything that is coming. I want to stop right there for this time.
Thank you so much, Dr. Matsia. That is heavy loaded. That is really, truly loaded. Of course, we can get a message there that when we talk about reconnecting the African diaspora, we're actually talking about stirring each other's up to love, to remember where we are coming from, to remember that we have an identity, to remember that we have a collective existence,